Lego Star Wars minifigures. Now, if you like Lego, if you like Star Wars, if you like minifigures, I'm sure you know what these are. And today I'm going to challenge myself to fix some of the minifigures, because some Lego Star Wars minifigures, they're great. I'm going to be honest, they're great. But you know, some of them could lose a little bit of improving. So first, we have Anakin Skywalker. Now I'm going to be basing this off the Battlefront 2 version, using his Clone Wars skin because I really like it. So start off with this regular Return of the Sith Episode 3 torso piece, but I added these red arms. I'm also going to add a Kylo Ren head, because I think that one looks really good. He's got the eyes and then the scar. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place in these other regular stuff, just regular black pants. But as you can see for his hair's long and curly, so I decided to customize this piece, which is used for old Luke. And I think this one makes it look so much better, makes it more realistic, because his hair during episode 3 kind of long and wavy-ish in my opinion. So I thought that this hair piece just works much better than the original Lego one. As you can see, he's got like an angry expression, he's got his scar. He's got just a regular pants. He's got his red arms to kind of represent that red coloring that he has on his uniform, and I think it turned out pretty good in my opinion. I'd say this is a success. Alright, moving on, number 2. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm also basing this off Battlefront 2, because I think these designs for Clone Wars characters are really good. So we're going to start off with just our basic Obi-Wan, but I switched out the arms for wide pieces. Other than that, it's just the regular Obi-Wan. And then the first modification I decided to make was these pants from a sand guy. I forgot what they're called. So I put that on, and it gives them more like a battle, like worn, sort of like scruffy look, and I think that looks really good. So I'm going to continue going with the scruffier look throughout this figure. So I'm going to change his hair and use this like wavy sort of combed down hair that looks like he's been scruffing in a fight. I think it came out really good. Third, this is a regular trooper. You know, it looks alright. Like it's pretty good, but I think you can make some changes. So let's go ahead and just add some modifications to the regular Stormtrooper minifigure. So first I'm thinking, here we go. So we're using some first order pants for the bottom piece. We've got a little like cloth thing at the bottom. We've got black hands instead of white. We've got white hands instead of black hands, and then black arms instead of white arms. I think it looks much better and it looks more detailed. We've got the regular helmet and then just the blaster. This makes it look more specialized and cooler in my opinion, and so much better. And here is a Sand Trooper variant, as you can see, with the Sand Trooper helmet, and then his pauldron, which is from the Sand Trooper sets. Number 4, Hera Syndulla from Battlefront. Actually, this is from Squadrons, I believe. I really like this design of her with like the leather jacket and like the different pants, and I think it looks really detailed and really cool. So I decided to base a figure off that. So here we have a regular Hera Syndulla, but I changed her arms and her hands to match the one in that picture I just showed you. And to add to that, I want to add more detail, so I'm going to actually change the pants to this. So I've gone and decided to sacrifice some of the leg printing in order to have these dual molded legs with black, because these look so good in my opinion. And look, just putting them on the figure, just look how good it looks. This looks so much better now. I kept the original torso piece, the hair and the head, and I just gave her a pistol. Now with these modifications to the legs and the arms, I think this looks very reminiscent of that Star Wars Squadrons from the game of Hera Syndulla. And I think that this does look better in my opinion. But I didn't have any printing machines or anything, but if I was Lego, I would print like the belts onto that dual molded leg piece. But I'm just showing you what it looked like with dual molded. Alright, number 5, we have Commander Cody. Now this is my only Commander Cody figure. I haven't picked up the new one yet, so I'm going to be basing this off just what I can do to this Phase 1 Commander Cody with what I've got lying around. Now I'm going to be basing off the Clone Wars one, so it's not going to be from the shows, maybe from the movies. So I'm going to be basing this only off the shows. So I decided just to make a simple adjustment by using these. These are from the Phase 2 movie, I'm pretty sure based off the movie Clone Troopers, so I just added that, and just adds more detail to the legs, because otherwise they're pretty boring. It's a simple change, but it really adds a lot more to the figure in my opinion. Alright, number 6 we have Chopper. Interesting one. I don't actually have the own the figure, so I decided this could either work for improving the figure, or if you don't have the figure yourself, how you can build something similar enough to Chopper. So we start with these basic pieces. One of them is from a droid, I think his name's Bucket, and then just one of these heads from the recent Sandcrawler set. Put it together and you get this. It looks pretty decent, but there's a big gap missing, and that would be where his rocket is, because he's a big rocket in the middle. So I decided to use this like piece. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I decided to use this as a rocket piece. Attached it on. It does look a bit weird, but at least he's got a full-blown rocket now and actually works, and this looks more functional. So you can just stick like a little flame in there, like this one here, put it in there, and look, now he's flying around like he does in the show Star Wars Rebels. I think this looks alright. It looks a bit janky, but you know, it works in my opinion. So I think that's a tick, kind of. Alright, number 7. We're going with Savage Opress. Now he's a pretty cool character, one of my favorite in Clone Wars. Probably the top 3, 4, 5 favorite characters. There are a lot of favorite characters, but he's pretty cool in my opinion. So I decided to try and improve his character. So right now we're working with a modified version of his top body. He's got the same hair. I mean the spike piece and the face. I kept his shoulder armor piece, but I'm gonna add this dark trooper sort of pants, and look, he looks much better now. So I changed his arms and his torso and his legs to give him more armory feel, because I feel like when you look at him, he looks robotic, arm like full of armor. It's much like heavily designed, and I think this makes it look much better. And I also changed his lightsaber hilt to like a dark gunmetal grey, because I think that one just suits his style better instead of the regular lightsaber color. And it really just adds to these deep, dark, metally colour. And last but not least, yes, this is a Porg you're looking at. I decided these cute creatures, they're just not given enough justice, and like they just hated them. So I'm gonna fix these characters in Lego form to just make everyone just love Porg so much more, you know, and give them some real impact. Right now, look, he can't do anything. He's got no arms, he's got no legs. He's a little weakling, you know. So I think we're going to have to change that. So first we just have to scrap the whole body part. So what we're going to do is, booyah, oh yeah, buff Porg. He's got crazy arms, he got some sexy feet. Look how ripped he is. He's still his little tail, still reminiscent of a real Porg, but look, he's absolutely jacked. Buff Porg. Isn't it amazing? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the recent support on my videos. I've only started making them recently, so hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm putting out now and what I continue to put out in the future. I'm not sure what we're going to do in the future. I'm still working on videos right now, so hopefully some better ones come out soon.